Good morning, it's Brandy, your Oracle. Now, normally I don't read from books when I do this, but this is super important, and I want you to listen to what this says. Today, we are watching the death of a civilization or cycle of incarnation of humanity. In all fields of human expression, crystallization and deterioration had set in. Worn out religious dogmas and the grip of theology and the Orthodox churches have no longer sufficed to hold the allegiance of the potent inner spiritual life. Humanity is deeply spiritual and innately religious, but needs today a new form with which to clothe the ancient varieties. Old political schools have been deemed inadequate, and new ideologies bear witness to the strength of life which is seeking more adequate expression. The education system, having served their purpose, are fast being recognized as inadequate to meet the need of the demanding life of the race. There is everywhere a cry for change and for those new forms in the religious, political, education, and economic life of the race which will allow a freer and better spiritual expression. Such a change is rapidly coming and is regarded by some as death, terrible and to be avoided if possible. It is indeed death, but it is beneficent and needed. It is the realization of the passing of civilization which gives rise to the recurrent and foreboding cry. This is the death of civilization. It must not be. This is the end of the order. The old order must be saved. This is the destruction of the old and loved values, and it must not be permitted. Does that sound familiar? So, this was written September 1939. Now, we all go through, humanity goes through these changes, and it's the book, The Existential of the Hierarchy. And we're thinking about this right now. Here we are, 200 years or so forward, and we're going through this similar thing. And if we look back on that time, did we go through a change? Did we launch properly as a humanity? Did the school systems get better? Probably. Did religion have less of a pull? Probably. Did humanity come together and start to see what we have in common more? I say yes. But now, in 2023, that's what this March 23, 2023 shift's about, is accepting that we are going through an energetic death so that we can launch into a new era that is better overall around for our community. Honoring that spirituality or religion is important for people. And the one thing that's important is the freedom they have in that. The freedom, the free will. Not to be controlled by shame, fear, or guilt, but the free will to connect to that which is greater than themselves. And one of my visions I had as of recent was the sun is our higher self. The moon represents our ego, and the earth is what's between and balances us between. But I think this is an important era where we get to launch and create better school systems. We get to now, if you notice, we're going backwards with some things going on in politics right now. But that also needs to change. We need to move from this old era to the new one. We did the work over the last several hundred years, but it's time to do the work again. Just think about that. Have a good day.